Alright, nerds. Let's jump into an Aetherdrift draft. I'm up pretty early today. Ooh, we got a mythic god. 5 mana 6/6, reach, trample, indestructible. Sub summon, can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters. 0 is even. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a 1/1 counter on Subsunin. Then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. That is absolutely insane. It's basically a creature every other turn, and then it draws us 2 cards every other turn. Holy shiznit. Well, we're gonna take that, and we're gonna look at being in a deck that I haven't played before. A green-blue deck. Oh, and I'm immediately like, oh, Dracosaur Auxiliary? We just played one of those. Point the Way is interesting when I'm looking at something like this, but I do think we're going to much more want something like the green, blue, Silken Strength. Enchant creature vehicle. When this aura enters, untap enchanted permanent. Gains +1/+2 in reach. No. Honestly, a 3 mana 3/3 or a 2 mana 2/1 might be the move. I could see taking the Jungle Hollow so we can do things like pick up Haunted Hellride later and tap or add black. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gains +1/+0 and gains Death Touch, which is like meh. But honestly, I do think Bounce Off is good. It's definitely better than most things here. Scrap Compactor, 1 mana, like 3 tap, sacrifice this artifact, deals 3 damage to target creature. That can be good, but yeah, I'm not really sold on things here. I think the Loxodon Surveyor is interesting. Bounce Off, I think, is just solid. The Walking Sarcophagus. I mean, I'll be real. The Dracosaur Auxiliary is probably the best card in the pack. And so maybe we just pick that and we're splashing the blue in this and we get some green fixing if that exists. I like not having a timer on these drafts. I'll be real. But I do think we want to play to this card. Like, that comes down, it's a creature immediately, and then it just draws us 2 cards. And then if it has an odd number, it literally draws you 2 cards at the beginning of your main. That's so insanely good. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Walking Sarcophagus, actually. Or the Jungle Hollow. I'm gonna take the Jungle Hollow. I'm gonna take the land and look to splash black. Such as Risen Necro Regent. 5 mana for a 5/4, start your engines at max speed. You create a 2/2 every single turn, which is just awesome. I will say Nimble Thopterist is interesting. I'm not seeing any green in here, which is kind of like, ooh, scary. Racer's Scoreboard, somewhat fascinating. There are a couple of red cards here. Honestly, not too many good cards in this pack that I'm seeing. I think I'm going to take the Nimble Thopterist, though. The Risen Necro Regent. I mean, honestly, let's just take the Nimble Thopterist. Maybe we can stay in the 2 color and that will be okay. Max speed, add 2. Ooh. Harrison Cruiser. When this vehicle enters, mill 2 cards, then return a creature or vehicle from your graveyard to your hand. Be thick. 2 mana for a 1/3. Start your engine. Sacrifice this. Copy target spell. Not bad. Lucas Spray. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Broadside Barrage. Deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Draw a card, then discard a card. Like, that's amazing. But there's another Nimble Thopterist. There is a Pactol Terror, which is interesting for me. I will note there is no green again, which is a little bit worrying for me. But yeah, I think we're looking at the Nimble Thopterist here. Look at what we're getting here. Not a single green cards, but another Pactol Terror. So I think we're going to start picking up these Pactol Terrors. and look to be in like a blue-black splash green shell maybe. But there is just another Nimble Thopterist, and I don't know that I want a ton of Nimble Thopterus. There is this Reckless Velocitor for mana 3/3. Whenever this creature saddles a mount or cruise a vehicle during your main phase, that gets +2/+0 in trample. Not bad. I really like the Mag Macon Artillerist. That was really good in my last draft. But let's grab. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to one target card from a graveyard, gain a life with cycle. Let's just grab the Pact Altair. I've seen a couple of them. Ooh, okay. See, and here's another great card that I'm kind of looking for. Hour of Victory, 3 mana. When this enchantment enters, you create a zombie, and then you can sacrifice it later at max speed to search for a card, any card, put it into your hand, shuffle. Here, draw 2 cards. That's what we're gonna do. Deathless Pilot. Return it from your graveyard to your hand. It's a 2/2. I'm honestly kind of here for it, but the Ticket Turtis, when this creature enters, if an opponent controls more lands, you create a treasure token. Like, that kind of ramps, and it's a 3/1 colorless, so I'm kind of here for that. We ended up in this kind of blue-black shell, so maybe we want the Haunted Hellride. 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Untap it. So it's basically any creature I attack with gains Death Touch. Let's do it. Walking Sarcophagus comes back around. I'll take it. I think Aether Jacket is what I want here. It's not the best card ever, but it's still pretty good. I'm 100% going to be playing with Sab, Sun, and Luxa embodied, though, so I need to keep that in mind. 2 mana, 0/4, start your engines. You have no maximum hand size. Max speed, if you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. Honestly, with where I'm at, kind of on this, I do have a lot of these speed-based cards. There's another Haunted Hellride, which is somewhat interesting. A Fang Guardian, which would lead me into the green. There is another Packdoll Terror, and a Flood the Engine. I definitely want a Flood the Engine, but I think I'm going to take the Verbose Host, and we're going to see what happens with that. I'm also going to take the Sabotage Strategist. 4 mana, 2/4, reach. When this creature enters, you may search your library or graveyard for a creature with no abilities, reveal it, put it in your hand. Dang, not bad. But I am going to take the Strategist. Trip up. Roadside Blowout, definitely a good card. Hellish Sideswipe. As an additional cost, sacrifice an artifact, destroy target creature. If you sacrifice permanent was a vehicle, draw a card. Not bad. I would like to take a Hull Drifter. Honestly, that might be better than the Roadside Blowout. But I think the Roadside Blowout is just so good. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Bounce and Draw is just an insanely powerful effect. Flood the Engines, phenomenal. But, oh, Ranger's Refueler. I've really loved this card. I don't have very many exhaust things right now, but just the fact that I can pay 2 mana for this and then exhaust it later to make it a 4/4 and draw a card. Like, it is 6 mana 4/4 draw card, but a 6 mana 4/4 draw card is not bad. You know what I mean? Very, very solid, and I can do it in 2 installments. Like, I'm kind of here for that. So I'm definitely going to pick that up. And we're going to keep an eye on, ooh, another Hour of Victory. Do we want to take a second one, or do we want to take something like a Trip Up? I do think we're going to take another Hour of Victory, honestly. Just so that we can search up the Sabsunin. I'm going to take the Intimidation tactics seems like it might be pretty good, but whenever you attack, target attacking creature gains +1/+0, then when that creature dies this turn, surveil. That's not bad. I do need some more early game stuff. I do like the cycle. I'm going to take the intimidation tactics, just because if it comes down early, it might be good, and we'll see what happens. 2 mana when this enters, draw a card. Target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. We do have one, technically two. Is that better or worse than the Guideline Optimizer? Engine Rat is not good enough to play. The Marauding Mako, no! This was insane. If you haven't watched the last draft, you should go check it out. I think I am going to take the Guideline Optimizer. Get that 2-drop in there. Here we are looking at Howler's Heavy. Just a really good card. Thoroughly enjoyed that in my last draft. I'm going to take another Haunted Hellride. Maximal, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, it gains Death Touch and Indestructible. Honestly, we're in a pretty aggressive deck here. Yeah, like I don't think I'm going to be playing that. I mean, I might be playing that. There's another one though. Ooh. Oh, what is this? Gonti Night Minister. Oh, I'm actually excited. I've not seen this card. 4 mana, 3/4. When a player casts a spell they don't own, that player creates a treasure token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may look at the top card of that opponent's library, and that opponent's wait. Its controller looks at the top card of that opponent's library and exiles it face down. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast a spell this way. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, so I can play lands. That's insane. Okay, hell yeah. Well, it feels good to open a bomb. I'm gonna take that. No problem, thank you very much. I'm probably gonna take the Foul Roads here. The Siphon Fuel, 5 mana, target creature gains next 6, like that seems pretty good. The Pactol Terror actually also interests me, which I do think I'm going to take the Pactol Terror, actually. Well, no, the Foul Roads just gives me advantage here, so I'm going to take the Foul Roads. Having something to do with your mana, like I said, is extremely important. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, I don't have very many exhausts. There's an additional cost to cast this. Sacrifice. It's a destroy spell. I can sacrifice like a haunted vehicle, but I have to sacrifice something. I've got a bunch of stuff that I can sacrifice if I need to, but I think the Grim Bauble is a little bit better. Yeah, Grim Bauble. 1 mana. When this artifact enters, target creature an opponent controls gains -2/-2, and then you can sacrifice it later to surveil. Just seems pretty good. Siphon Fuel might also be good, but let's take the Grim Bauble. There's another Slick Imitator, as well as a Sky Streak Engineer. The Sky Streak Engineer is what I'm going to take here. It has the exhaust ability to put 2 counters on it. Siphon Fuel is also interesting. I do think I want one of those. Deathless Plot. There's a Chef at Archfiend, but I don't think that's what we're going with here. I think I'm going to go with the Deathless Pilot. Spell Pierce, Gear Seeker. Chitin. There's that Siphon Fuel that I wanted. There's an Aether Siphon. Phenomenal. We're going to be making tons of cuts here. There's a 3 mana 2/2 flyer. Love to have that. Actually, add 1 mana of any color, sacrifice. Hell yeah, we want that actually. We'll take another one. Oh, we're going to be making tons of cuts on this deck. We're just going quick here. Another Nimblethopterus, get it in there. Stall out. Probably going to put that in the sideboard. On that Slick Imitator that we were looking at earlier, sideboard it. Trip up, sideboard. Plains, sideboard. Alright. So I think we're going. Is 2 forests enough? No. 3 forests is enough, and then we're 7/7 on swamps and islands. We need to cut 8 cards. Oh my goodness. Okay. Streaking oil gauger gone. Howler's heavy. Probably needs to stay. One of the Nimblethopterus is gone. One of the Hours of Victory. One of the starting columns. Maximum Overdrive. I don't know if the next verbose host is any good or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I have absolutely no. I'm hopeful. Like I have thoughts, but I don't really know. I also don't know if Aether Siphon should be in here. I think like intimidation tactics probably can get cut. Hmm. Like does risky shortcut get cut? I think I cut this. I think I'm the Slick Imitator is just like such an interesting slash good card if it can come out. I'm also thinking I can probably go back up on islands. I forgot about starting column and I forgot about Ticket Tortoise. Not that Ticket Tortoise is always going to get us there, but let's get intimidation tactics out of here. And we want to cut a non-creature. Wait, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 10, 16. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got the foul roads in there, so we got 17 lands. Right? 17. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. The Howler's Heavy is a draw card, technically. I do think we're looking at Slick Imitator hopping out of here. Even though that might be an insane mistake on my part. I feel like I haven't played enough of this draft. Again, I have looked nothing up about this, so there's probably something I'm doing wrong with this deck here. But I've been seeing some 3-color monstrosities going. I haven't had a chance to do 5-color in Edge of Eternity draft yet. I probably will over the course of the draft life of Edge of Eternities, but not yet. We got no blue and all blue in hand. Opponent goes first, but if we can draw some blue and get up to 5 mana, like this is the type of thing where I'm like, okay, we got to keep risky and we'll see what happens. This might very well be awful. Ooh, like yeah, if he goes 1/3 flyer, interesting, interesting. I can go swamp here, which does nothing for me. I do get to go Hour of Victory. Walking Sarcophagus, nice. So he gets to go up to 2. I am going to play out the island, even though I'm playing out the Hour of Victory. Hopefully I can draw an island and play the Sabotage Strategist. Because we'll be in a good spot if we can land Sabsunin. Boosted Sloop. Menace. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then discard a card. Dang. That seems insane. And sometimes you just get lucky. And we'll see if this is still good enough to actually get us there. And I'm not going to attack. I think he's gonna crew this, which valid. Broadside barrage. Not bad. We got all the blue-red cards. I'm really thankful that he doesn't have the pirates. If he attacks with that, I'm 100% going to block it, but I don't think he's going to. That puts us in a rough spot. Not really, because we get to play the insane Sabsunin. Roadside blowout. Oh, I don't like that. This is where things get risky. 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we might be losing here. We might be losing here. No attacks. Also, 2-mana 4/1 being as popular as it is in this draft format, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm kind of here for it. I respect it. But I don't know, just an interesting draft format. I will say I'm not as confident in this blue-black splashing green deck as I was in my blue-red deck yesterday. My blue-red deck yesterday was pretty insane. If you have not seen that video and you're watching this one, go check it out. It was pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal run we had. So we're going to have to kill one of those, and we're going to have to block this. He's going to get in for 3. He might get in for 6. He cycles to bring that down. It kind of sucks. Boosted sloop. Oh, dang. Dude, this guy's deck's kind of insane. I'll be real. He got all the blue-red cards. Attack or block unless it has an even number. At the beginning of your main phase, put a 1 if it has an odd number. So I can't mess with the counters on it. That's the main thing. So I don't have enough things that can block, I don't think. Yeah, that's going to be game. Because he's just able to get in with 2 menaces, and I can't block all menaces with a flyer. Unlucky. It was a pretty sick blue-red deck. I really do like the blue-red decks. I think I want to try to do a blue-red draft again. I think I need to I need to see one of those pirates, one of the uncommon pirates, early in order to jump into it. And yeah, we're looking alright here. Probably should have played a swamp. I don't think that's how. I don't think that's too worrisome. We're gonna play the guideline. Optimizer. Momentum breaker. Ooh, dang. gonna play a Walking Sarcophagus and be like, crap, we're only on 2 mana. Goblin Survey, not bad. I'm gonna play a Deathless Pilot and see what happens. I was half hoping he'd block so I'd be able to cycle the Howler's Heavy and get him. Grim Javelineer. I will block. It's got trample, but it will die. He does get that surveil, which neither here nor there. There's the land. You'll love to see it. So let's play the Grim Bauble. Hit that. Play the Sky Streak. And then hop in for 2. And we're getting my speed up. We're gonna make them start milling soon. Uh-oh. Reach. Discard a card, draw a card. Activate only once each turn. Aw, he lets me get through so I can get up to max speed. Nice. We are going to play Venex, Verbose Host. If you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. Let's watch him kill it. No blocks. And we hope that he can kill it. And that we can draw lands. Oh. I'm kind of here for that. Hey, we got to draw. And we're going to... The thing is, do I want to cycle Howler's Heavy? Do I want to play the Aether Siphon? Do I want to play the Nimble Thopterist? Like, I'm kind of on the mill him out plan, which involves me getting this down. Yeah, let's get this down. Let's play this, gain a life. And we're gonna get in for 1. No. We're gonna no attacks. Are you gonna let me mill you out? That's my question. Are you gonna be able to remove the next Verbose Host and deal with all of my other draws? Otherwise, I can mill you out. There it is. That makes me sad. I mean, mind you, he is still going to be milling cards. Just not as many. We're gonna play a land. And then I think we're going to play a Nimblethopterus. I don't necessarily want to play that. That is not the most mana efficient thing in the world right now. But I can double block if he attacks with his Thunderhead. It's risky for me, but I can. I can also block his Endrider Catalyzer. I'm down to 9, which has me like not anxious or worried like, on top of it. Oh, okay. He's gonna be getting some 2/2s. That's scary. Okay, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this. What we're gonna do next? No attacks. End turn. Discard a card, draw a card. I'm going to be able to, I've got 4 mana to use, so I'm going to use to cycle this. I'm going to use this to draw, and then next turn I can crack this. Okay. How do I want to do this? We're going to do 3 blockers. We're going to cycle this. So I'm getting hit for 2, 6. Oh, yeah, I think I gotta hit that. Spin out, destroy target creature or vehicle. Okay, resolves. To draw a card. I'm gonna activate this ability to draw a card. I'm down to 3. Sacrifice to draw 2 card, discard a card, and discard an island. We're gonna submit. I don't think I can do it, that's the thing. But I gotta be able to block all that. I don't know if I have anything that makes me draw more cards. Sadly does not make me draw more cards. Good game. Ah, that was a tough one. If I would have gotten one more turn with Verbex, whatever his weird name is, I think I would have been able to get there. But that was an interesting one. That was definitely an interesting one. I'm kind of seeing what I need to get in this deck to make it work. I think I probably should have drafted that big demon. But then again, he did have the perfect removal at the right time. So if he didn't have that removal, we would have won pretty handily. So there's that. He had the answer. Sometimes when you play, they just have the answer. I mean, I guess we'll see if we get into a third game. Maybe I got us a little. Okay, there we go. There we go. It was like, did I like confuse the matchmaking by going 0-2? Opponent goes first. You've got 2, 3, 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, or a better 2, 3, 4, I should say. How about that? Cloudspire Coordinator. Scry to create X 1/1 colorless. Oh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Straight 3 mana. Oh, and he's just gonna create tokens. Oh, that's gonna be like just awful and annoying, isn't it? Yeah, like that's gonna be the worst thing. Yeah. Volume of screen share enters target creature gains. I actually cycle this. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability. Cycling is an ability? That's kind of fascinating. I guess I didn't realize that. I should have, I feel. But I guess that wasn't something that just like made itself known to me. Alright, let's play our Nimble Thopterist followed by Ranger's Refueler. And this is what I mean when I say that I can split up my payment. I can pay 2 mana for it now and then 4 mana for it later. And that's a phenomenal ability to have on card. It's almost like, I want to say modality, but modality is like a completely different thing in Magic, I know. Get in with your flyer. Yeah, I will say, me flat out having like 3 land in hand right now is kind of crazy. But it happens. Aether Jacket, sure. Oh, are you gonna hit my Ranger's Refueler with that? I do not want you to hit my Ranger's Refueler with that. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we're gonna 100% exhaust and activate that. And then we're going to play Hellride. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Untap it. Whenever you attack, a target creature you control gets. Yeah, we're just gonna attack with that. We can untap anything with it too. That's kind of crazy. And we get to go up speed. Yay! I still have 3 lands in hand, which is insane. But hey, one of them is a forest. We're gonna draw the god next turn. It's gonna be insane. Excited. Well, didn't have to do that. That was rude. Yes, I'll take 2. You can play a 3/2. It is just kind of funny how many lands I've drawn. I wonder if he's gonna be like, oh, what's he got in hand? You gonna get in? Get in for 2? At least your speed's not going up. Don't play a flyer so I can get my speed up. You did that in the way wrong order. I'm sorry, 10 land, 6 non-land. It makes me laugh, that's all. You want to block? That's not good. The thing is, I don't really have any cards that like cost a whole bunch of mana to like take advantage of all of this. I'm just blocked off on the ground. There's that. Okay. So I'll take it. Yeah. We need to draw not lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, crew for 2. Give it lifelink indestructible. Yeah. I do think I need to block. Oh, okay. I'm in pain. I think that is actually game, and that's gonna knock us out here. But I'm gonna make them do it. No attacks, end turn, because they would just block and then swing out for lethal. But if they swing out for lethal here, we're gonna be in a rough spot. Yeah, that's game. Good game, man. Oh, it's not letting me emote. No blocks. Hit me. Ooh, that one was a bad one, guys. I think our deck was all right. I think there was a little bit more that we could have done removal wise. I think we needed a little bit more top end if we were going to play that style of deck. Reward. Why do we get 2 packs? We got something there. Something was going on wonky. But we've got some packs to open. Let's open them up. See what we got. Biomechan. And then we got an Infinite Guideline Station. Let's open that. 2 Aetherdrift, no mythics. First in a Wild Roads. Nothing new. But some good cards nonetheless. But hey, thanks for joining me on today's episode of Cody Fails at Aetherdrift Draft. We seem to vary wildly from completely dominating to stalling out. But thanks for joining me on today's episode. I hope that I get to see you tomorrow. I appreciate it. And have a good rest of your day.